Well, it's September 15th, so that means it's time for Caps Recap, my monthly little channel update series. So yeah, this might be one of the more important ones to date, but I don't really have an idea on how long it's gonna go. First things first, the main channel. Yeah, uploads have been kind of like, or well, I say kind of, very inconsistent lately because like all things considered, Pikmin, Taz, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Should have been over by now, but unfortunately they're not. So I'm still going to continue on, well, I'm going to try to continue on with my little proposed schedule of Pikmin daily and alternating between Yu-Gi-Oh!, Taz, and Spirit Tracks. And when Pikmin ends, which shouldn't be too long from now, especially if I go with the whole daily thing. I don't know, maybe I'll just throw Duelist of Roses to daily. I mean, granted, I could do Taz to daily, but that would be over within like a week at that point. Because, I mean, that game, relatively short. I mean, the levels are long, but I don't know, there's just not that many levels to the game. So yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Will probably become daily after that. And yeah, things will start clearing up soon. And yeah, I really do need to get back on Spirit Tracks. Because that is fun, and I mean, that should have been over. Especially since I had September planned for the next Zelda game in the timeline. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and have a poll in the description, and hopefully I remember to put a link in the video as well, an annotation somewhere right here, to go ahead and vote on which part of the Zelda timeline you want me to go down next. I figure I'm essentially halfway done through Spirit Tracks, so why not do the poll now, and I'll just keep it up until Spirit Tracks is over, and we'll see. Granted, I could go back to the old poll and see like what came in second place and do that, but I'm lazy, and I'd rather just have a new poll, see, you know, what happens. People's tastes might have changed since then and whatnot, and yeah. Also, I do have a few things planned for October, but I don't know, like, I definitely can't get started on those right now because of money. Like, 2 of the games I want to LP for October, I don't actually own yet. Scratch that. One of the games I don't own yet. I had to check on Steam real quick. But yeah, the 2 games I'm planning to do for October, the spooky month of the year, Silent Hill 4, The Room. Tommy Wiseau had nothing to do with that game. And Layers of Fear. Woo. So yeah, I'm interested to see how Layers of Fear will go. It doesn't seem like it's the kind of game to scare me, but who knows? I might be surprised. Also, the tentative plan is to continue Amnesia during that month, because there's no excuse. Amnesia should have been continuing on. Oh my god, that game fell by the wayside hard. And of course, there's still all the other side things I'm doing, like the things I have to catch up on, and what else? Like, oh yeah, I even made like the small little goal of having a This Is video go up once a week. So yeah, I'm happy for myself that I was able to get Star Mazer DSP up. So here's hoping I can get like the next video for that up soon. I mean, that's what happens when you show off the pre-alpha build of a game. And hopefully I'll still be able to have, well, since this is going up on a Thursday, here's hoping on the Friday I'll have like the next This Is video that I've been meaning to do. Those don't take too long. I mean, as long as I have all my research done. So yeah, that should be able to happen. And as for the other things that I have to catch up on, those will just be done on that, like, you know, when they get done basis. Though it's looking most likely that Fire Emblem will be the one that, oh, really, phone? But as I was saying, it's looking most likely that Fire Emblem will be the one I devote the most time to initially. So, yeah, there's that. And also a few other things concerning the main channel. Concerning the bet about Nectaris Military Madness, the game has arrived. I've actually had it for about a week, but I haven't had a chance to start it up yet. But yeah, I'm still going to go through with that, see how I can fare in the game and whatnot. And there also was, earlier in the year I mentioned how I wanted to do like weekly Terraria videos, just like, a little, like not really a hardcore LP style of video series, just more or less like, some I pop up once a week, sort of like vlogish, relaxing, trying to unwind, playing through the game all casual like and whatnot. And considering one of my classes now, I figure why not start that up, because I'm going to need some stress relief bad. But then I was thinking, like, you know what, Civilization could fill that role too. Because all things considered, Civilization is rather chill. I mean, yeah, it is a strategy game and you need to be on top of your game and whatnot, but I don't know, like, Civilization was always, like, really chill to me. It was always just, like, something you could do to pass the time, and, I mean, you definitely would pass the time. I remember one time I was like, yeah, I'm gonna play a short little game, I started up the game at, like, 4, and then I look up and, oh my god, it's 10 o'clock. What happened? I'm not even done with this game yet. And either way, both of them would be something I could do, like, on a weekly basis, like, just pop up, Civilization and just do like, because I do have Civ 3 that had like different campaigns you could go down, or I could just do like an actual game and just break it up. So I don't know, I'm not fully decided on which one I would pursue first, because those would just be something I go back to every now and then. Like it's hard to explain, but those would just be like filler videos, if that makes sense. Well, I mean, they would have a weekly spot, but they would also... I don't know what I'm trying to say right now. I'm out of it. Like, they would have a spot on my channel, but they wouldn't be the highest priority. I don't know, I should have really thought this through. Okay, yeah, I in retrospect, I probably should not have just went down this whole line of thought, but needless to say, like, I'm contemplating, like, finally starting up a Terraria series, or doing, like, a little, Civilization series, and they would just both be side things that I go back to every now and then, or upload once a week as just, like, a little stress relief type of thing. Plans are subject to change, but if I were to start them up right around now would probably be the time when I do so. And finally, if you were paying attention, Crash Bash finally returned this week. However, that won't have regular uploads per se. Essentially, that's going to be my go-to thing for like a day where I might not be able to upload anything. And considering this semester, those days could be more frequent than not. Because as I mentioned, I have been rather inconsistent over the past few weeks, and even last week I missed like 4 days of uploads. But on one of those days I missed, I was with my friend and we were recording the rest of Crash Bash, and yeah, we have the rest of the game complete, and there's a lot of footage, like a lot, and I can like break that up. I mean, hell, even that 30-minute video that went up earlier in the week, that was like 1 hour edited down. Like, those are the highlights of an hour. Yeah, we did not do a good job of grinding. I was like, okay, yeah, we're gonna grind for the things, but we don't have to be, like all on with the commentary. And we were, and there's just too many highlights for me to leave out. But yeah, needless to say, there's a lot of Crash Bash, and breaking it down into videos, like, I'd honestly say I have like at least 8 or 9 more videos worth of Crash Bash. So, yeah, those won't be uploaded on the regular. Those will just be on days where I may not be able to get like a video up from any of the main LPs, or like a This Is video, or just things like that. And considering the semester, like I said, those really will be happening a lot. But obviously there's not going to be like month-long waits for the next Crash Bash part like there was now. But yeah, whatever. Alright. So that jumbled mess of thoughts completes everything I have to say about the main channel. As far as the secondary channel goes, it's not going at all. I still need to really figure out what I want to do with that channel. And I actually did like have a real talk thing like scripted and ready to go. I was like, yeah, okay, I'm going to comment on the like whole what's what I'm looking for here? Like instant backlash that some games get like before they even come out. In some cases it can be warranted, like for example Metroid Prime Federation Force or Metal Gear Survive. And in some cases it can be unwarranted. For example, Pikmin 3DS or Sonic Boom Fire and Ice. Like, why are people mad about Pikmin 3DS? I mean, I'm a huge Pikmin fan, but I mean, come on, like that trailer got mega thumbs downs and people are like, oh my god, they're killing Pikmin. Even somebody I really respected on YouTube was like, the Pikmin 3DS announcement was cruel and it hurt me. Like, what? You guys are aware that Pikmin 4 is still in development, right? People at Nintendo said that was going to be a home console game, and it was in development for the Wii U. However, they figured, well, you know what? The NX is coming out. Let's just hold it for that. Miyamoto did say it was almost complete. And like Pikmin 3DS, I mean, what? You do not want a real like 3D Pikmin on the 3DS. You do not. Like people saying like, oh, it's side scroller. It's not Pikmin. Like, you don't want a real Pikmin on the 3DS. You better take this spin-off and enjoy it, okay? Because a real Pikmin on the 3DS will run like utter crap. Okay? See Hyrule Warriors Legends. Hyrule Warriors on the Wii U is great. It's fun. I love it. And it pushes the Wii U to its limits, which is kind of sad, actually. But Hyrule Warriors 3DS, or Hyrule Warriors Legends, oh my god. Like, you need a new 3DS to play that game. Like, they didn't make it new 3DS exclusive. They should have, because on the regular 3DS, it runs like utter crap. More than 20 enemies show up on the screen. It's like, oh my god, am I going at 10 frames per second? And that would have been the reality of, like, a real Pikmin on the 3DS. Could you just imagine 100 Pikmin following you around on the 3DS? Unless they went with straight up 8-bit graphics, that game is going to run like crap. So, I mean, the spin-off is fine. And plus, Pikmin 4 is in the works. And as for Sonic Boom, Fire, and Ice, these are the same people that made the decent Sonic Boom 3DS game, like Sonic Boom 3DS 1. And then they actually took feedback on that game. And they're taking their time on this game to make it good. And it actually looks like fairly good. And besides, Sonic Mania is coming out next year. Sonic 2017 is, of course, coming out next year. So, I mean, Sonic's not dead. Sega's listening to the people. The people that made Sonic Boom 3DS are listening to the people. And Big Red Button Entertainment has nothing to do with the series anymore. Thank God. So, I mean, give Sonic Boom, Fire, and Ice a break. But yeah, that was going to be the subject of the real talk. And wow, yeah, I went off on a mini rant there. Oh boy. But yeah, like I said, I had the script all mapped out and everything. And then as I was getting ready to record, I was like, let me just watch a YouTube video or two real quick. And then in my recommended, in the recommended area on the front page, it was like, Real Talk by Game Explain. So yeah, apparently Game Explain has a series called Real Talk, which is just a podcast. But still. But I don't know, I might still just keep the name Real Talk. I mean, I still have like the whole gimmick I have planned for that, so it wouldn't be too bad. But yeah, needless to say, that kind of broke my spirit a bit, and I was like, I'll just wait. Especially since their video went up like the same day mine was supposed to be going up, so yeah. And finally, personal stuff. Yeah, as I mentioned, I am going, like, there will be days where I miss uploads, and that's because of one of my classes, senior project. Oh, goody. Yeah, we filled out the survey saying like, oh, what projects we would like to work on in order of preferences, and I didn't get my first preference, didn't get my second preference, didn't get my third or my fourth. No, I got my fifth preference. What was the point of filling out the damn survey anyway? But yeah, I have to work on a pothole detection thing using OpenXC and programming in the Android environment. At least everybody tells me it's like, oh, it's like programming in Java, or it actually is Java. So yeah, okay, I know a little Java. I can probably throw down in it, I guess, but still, I did not want this project at all. But hey, I need the class to graduate anyway, so I might as well just power through it. And yeah, like with senior project, I have to meet with my group throughout the week. I think we set up 2 times to meet each other, like throughout the week. We also have to have weekly meetings with our clients and our teaching assistants or TAs. So yeah, like that class is going to be a huge time sink for me, which is why I'm glad I have like all that backup crash stuff to go up during like the gaps and uploads, which will more than likely happen. And yeah, like that class is stressing me out, and everybody was saying like, oh yeah, you need to spend a lot of time on this class. And like my friends who had it, I don't know, their situations were different than mine, because one friend I had who had a panic attack in the middle of one of our classes because of all the stress he was facing. I mean, he was taking this senior project class and 2 other classes that people considered to be as hard, if not, well, yeah, just as hard as senior project, like algorithms and operating systems. He was taking the 3 hardest classes in the computer science curriculum all at the same time. So yeah, needless to say, like, I'm not in that position, so I'm probably going to have less stress. And then another one of my friends and like an acquaintance, like a common acquaintance that we had, like, well, with the friend, he was taking 17 credits. And he was talking about how stressful the class was and everything. Like, you're taking 17 credits and you took on the hardest project that they offered. Yeah, that probably would not apply to me. And granted, like this pothole detection thing, it's not the hardest project that they were offering, far from it, but I still didn't want it. And with the common acquaintance we had, like, he was talking about all the stress he had and how he wasn't able to do well in his other classes, and it was just a really rough point in his life. He was taking 27 credits. I don't even know how that was possible. Like, dude. Well, A, how much money would that have been? And B, why? Like, I know people want to graduate quickly, but 27 credits in one semester? Yeah, you're going to be stressed out. But yeah, my weekday job, they're really lenient. They're willing to work around like my class schedule, and quite frankly, they'll let me work on the project, you know, at work. And knowing 2 of my bosses, they might actually try to help me out a little. But I still want to try and do this on my own. I mean, I have to pass the damn class. Weekends are going to be up in the air, but I might be able to work out something with the weekend job, because we got rid of one of the a-hole managers and brought back somebody who's actually really cool, and he's doing the schedule now, so I might be able to work out something with him so that I can, you know, meet up with my group over the weekends in a timely manner. Also, this has been like a hell week for me money-wise because of classes and just other things in general. It's quite surprising, like, how a lot of things just lined up in this week that I had to pay, like, all at once. But Hell Week is almost over, and ooh, I can't wait till I get my next few paychecks. They're going to be glorious. The Big House, the Smash tournament, is probably out of the question now. Like, even as a spectator. But we'll see. Like, maybe if they have at the door registration, I might just go there and watch. But yeah, whatever. Now I'm just rambling. But yeah, that's essentially all I have to say. Senior project is going to be eating up a lot of my time, so if I miss any of the main uploads with Pikmin, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Zelda, or Taz, Crash Bash will be up in their place. And yeah, I'll just try to be as consistent as possible, and here's hoping to another good month. Please vote on what part of the Zelda timeline you want to see next once Spirit Tracks is over. And look forward to Silent Hill 4 and Layers of Fear in October. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, and see you next time for what comes next on the channel. Goodbye.